believe my eyes. Riley, who's 2 years old, was driving around Keziah, who's a year and a half, in a toy tractor without helmets. Next thing I know, Riley walks through the door alone, and I thought, somebody's missing. So where's Keziah? She's been left somewhere. So Mum and I are like running everywhere to try and find Keziah. Keziah's stuck. Did you get left here? Riley just left Keziah on the back of the tractor. She's only 1.5 years old.
Come on.
I was shocked that Mum had to go looking for Keziah. I mean, if she can't manage the kids now, what's she going to do when Dad's gone for 18 months? She's got her partner who's going off to Iraq.
I mean, like I told him, I got married. I love having a big family. I'm part of a big family. I just didn't think I was going to have to raise them by myself.
That she's going to be left to raise the children for 1.5 years, possibly. And I can't blame her for feeling scared and anxious.
How am I going to do it by myself? You know?
Danielle, is that you banging the door?
Open the door.
I cannot believe what I have just heard from you.
I don't want to hear you. You are just as guilty because instead of unlocking the door, you stood there and went, "Who is it?"
I asked her what the was going through her head to lock the door with that baby inside of it.
In front of your 2-year-old. I noticed that Riley loves her binky. She's got tons of them. To wean Riley off her binky, I told Mum the story about the binky fairies who need to give the binkies to the babies who need them more.
Babies that need passies. And you got lots and lots of passies you don't need anymore, huh? Can you help Mommy collect all the passies and put them in this bag?
And Riley got really excited. She ran around the house looking for all of her binkies.
Hey, is that all the passies there are?
I really honestly didn't think the one that was in her mouth was going to be given up, but Joe told her to put the last passy in there.
Put that binky in there, too.
Good girl for cleaning it.
Right. Oh, good job.
The next morning, we went out to the tree, and then she saw the binky fairy had left her reward, and she was...
Inside and get it. That's for
When
me.
Riley saw her new doll, she completely forgot all about the binkies. We're going to say one thing, okay, something really nice, and we're going to take turns in doing it. Cheryl, you're a fantastic listener, and I love those inky freckles on your nose and your cheeks.
Riley, you're a very good dancer.
Kenzie, I like your hair.
Daddy, your turn.
You have to actually pretend you like something about me. Tell me I'm pretty or something nice.
It was awkward. She could have cut the atmosphere with a knife. Let's cut to the chase. Your dad's going off to Iraq. He's going to be away for 1.5 years. These two had never sat down and communicated with one another.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to feel about you leaving. And as nice as it would be to go and, you know, talk to you, I can't because every time I tell you that, oh, I made this choice and it kind of wasn't the best one, it's, oh my God, what a bad kid I am, and that's not fair.
Pleased to meet you. How are you?
She looks Scottish. Scottish. They're stepsisters, and we hate each other.
You're not going outside.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. We'll also kill you. Shut up. The handsomest little baby I've ever seen. And the tiniest. Yeah, he's about like this big.
What does that mean, that word?
That means she doesn't like you. That's too Anita, I hate cleaning up.
I was pissed. Try to choose another word. Does that count? Is that a bad word?
I barely even use bad words. Only 2 times. I got a coupon today because I had all my mouse on the board, and when I go to Disneyland on Monday, I get to bring something back. A souvenir. I should go now.
Oh, no. You're going to sit here in this corner for 4 minutes because you broke one of our house rules, and that is no hitting at any time.
Shelby was crying because I punched him in the eye.
Do not get up.
Oh boy, is she trying to test you, Joelle?
You go to that naughty corner right now, Shelby. I am not playing chasing you around this house. You throw one more book, Shelby Marie. Okay, no playing videos or watching TV.
Mum, these empty threats are getting you nowhere.
Don't you dare.
Looks like she's got plenty to read. Finally, the children settled down and the family gathered together to have dinner. But Shelby was in front of the television by herself.
We'd like her to sit up here, but she'll eat her supper usually if she's there.
This family are missing out on such an opportunity to come together and exchange words about how their day's been. So I'm giving them an opportunity to come together to open up conversation with a talking stick.
What is this?
That's something very special at dinner time.
Is it magic?
Sort of.
Children were so excited with the talking stick, Shelby left her little table to come up to the main table.
I was really surprised Shelby sat at that dinner table.
And every night, I'm gonna give that to somebody, and they are gonna think of a topic they would like to talk about. Dylan, I'm gonna give it to you tonight. Whatever he wants to talk about tonight, we're gonna talk about, okay?
School. We watched like a movie in science and stuff.
About?
Like that. Parameciums.
What is that?
What a change from the last mealtime. Everybody was talking and listening. Between bath and bedtime is probably one of the most stressful time for any parent.
Get up. I told you no.
Sit down and don't move.
You need to go back to that step where I put you.
I like this game.
Out. No biting.
There was fireworks going all over the place. Mum was holding the door to keep Tori in, but then little Tommy would come out, and then she'd go and put little Tommy back, and Tori had come out.
Close it.
Get in the room.
Stop. I didn't tell you come out.
I have no control. Are you going to stop?
So it's gone 8 o'clock, the kids are riled up, and Mum decides that she's going to put the kids to bed. Good luck.
Let's talk.
Once Mum came home, I had a good chance to be able to talk to Kristen about why her dad should be so suspicious of her actions.
We just don't have conversations. I think I say like 4 sentences to him a day. I don't think he trusts me.
Do you think he knows you?
No. Like, I'm very mature and I don't think he sees it.
First child in my life. I would do anything for her. I got with Kathy when Kristen was 3 years old. I loved her at first sight. We were both like, peanut butter and jelly. Now we're the pinky and the thumb.
So you don't know what's going on in her head. I mean, that's the worry, right? You don't know where she's at. You don't know her.
No.
So why she's having sex, she's drinking, she's smoking pot, all that kind of stuff.
And that worries me.
The problem is, as his daughter's become a teenager, he's sitting there thinking, what's she hiding? He's thinking the worst.
We're losing each other. We're gonna be lost.
Let's just say it how it is. You guys have not been talking, so what was the first hurdle?
Boys. It's always been a problem.
What, that she looks at him?
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't think any boy's good enough. She went from being
I think I grew up really quickly.
a little girl to being this beautiful young woman now, and it's hard for me to cope with that. I brought down a picture with a smile she used to have on her face all the time. That smile, I want back on your face.
I have that smile.
And back on my face, when we see each other. Every morning, you used to wake up like that.
I still do.
What does Dad need to learn to do so that you feel that you can come to him again?
I just want you to listen to me and listen to my opinions and see how I see things sometimes.
Some time for us. I'm willing to put 100 in.
Me too.
Hey guys, how are you?
Kristen's friends came around and it gave Dad an opportunity to meet them. He's had definitely assumptions about what they may look like and what they may be into.
Tom, this is Marie, and this is Muse. And
Nice to meet you.
That's James and that's Chelsea.
Hopefully I don't make Kristen embarrassed and I don't look dorky to her friends. When I have guys come over to my house, the only way they can stay at my house is if you can walk it out.
Why?
I can do it.
I want to see what you got. I'm old school. I used to be like this. Let's see what you got.
You can just kick it old school.
When my dad started popping whatever he was doing, they were enjoying it. It probably felt cool too.
Once Tom spent time with Kristen's friends, I think he realised himself they're not a bad bunch. They're intelligent, they come from good homes, just like his own daughter.
Ew!
Thank you, sweetie. I was very wrong about Kristen's friends.